It's another edition of Litter Media Live for this October 15th of 2025. I'm Dan Ramey. He is Mike Smith, and good to have you with us here today. Not just once, but twice today.
We were just practicing.
We had a run-through a moment ago, and I didn't realize it was just a run-through. Yeah. So here we are live for you today. Coming up in a moment, Circleville Pumpkin Show information. We'll also get you caught up to date with what's going on with this date in history and sports. But first, let's jump into our forecast to see how things are working out for us.
It's if it were summertime, we'd say it's fair weather, but we're saying this is festival weather, folks. Partly sunny skies again today with a high 67. More sunshine through Friday with highs in the mid-60s, overnight lows, low 40s. Rain, a possibility for the weekend. Looks like a better chance of rain on Saturday than Sunday.
All right, so that is what's ahead for us in just a moment. Stick close. Coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with news and information. But first, let's take a moment to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. When it comes to the needs to be comfortable in your home or your office, make sure you contact Accurate. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website, which is AccurateHVAC.com, for your total comfort advisor.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
A lot of things to share with you today, and you'll find a lot of it on our website, littermedia.com. But not only that, you'll be able to go to the website and find our social media information, which you'll find in the upper right-hand corner. And that includes YouTube, Spotify, and more at littermedia.com. And we start off today with the Pumpkin Show, which officially got underway today, but they had the preview night last night.
Yeah, they always do that on Tuesday night. Circleville Council typically meets on Tuesday, and in years past, they would just kind of adjourn and then dismiss everybody out to the preview. I don't know if that's the way they still did it or not, but a lot of folks showed up last night for the preview, but they're off and running the 118th year for the Circleville Pumpkin Show, and they've already gotten through the giant pumpkin weigh-in competition a little bit earlier than as far as the finish years past. Mike and Dusty Helberg are the winners. 1,972-pound giant pumpkin. And that check that you see them holding up there, $3,000. The Little Miss pageant is later this afternoon around 3:30, and the Miss Pumpkin Show is at 8 o'clock tonight.
Our Aaron Glandon has been in Circleville this morning. He's hoping to bring back an interview with the giant pumpkin winners for us to share on littermedia.com. Well, this is continuing to cascade across Ohio. At their regular monthly meeting, the Huntington Township Trustees, who you see here, followed suit with many other townships in reducing inside millage for the general fund and road and bridge fund. This seems to be catching on across the Buckeye State with those increased tax rates that are all across Ohio.
Elsewhere in news, the American Association of University Women's Used Book Sale is now underway in Chillicothe, and it runs through this Saturday. They're set up in the old Petland building on the corner of Central Center closest to Delano. The sale is 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. each day through Friday, and then 9 to noon on Saturday. And you'll notice on our little image here, on Saturday, they have a $1 per bag special. So this is when they need to get rid of all of the inventory, so they're loading the bag up, and you take it away for $1.
Help them reduce their inventory in that regard. Due to the ongoing federal government shutdown, the annual member meeting and Discovering Hopewell Lifeways presentation scheduled for October 22nd at Ohio University Chillicothe have both been canceled, and we keep an eye on it, and hopefully they'll have an answer to all this for us a little bit later on. The 4th annual Blanket Drive is coming to a close this Friday, and there are several drop-off locations around Chillicothe, including the United Way of Ross County and the Chillicothe-Ross Chamber of Commerce. Now, you can contact Patty Hanna if you've got questions on how you can help, or if you've got blankets that need to be picked up. Her number is 740-656-5367, or Tess Springer is also helping at 740-775-1200.
This month is the 40th anniversary of the American Cancer Society's commemoration of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It started back in 1985 in an effort for a week-long campaign to educate women about the importance of early screening and routine mammograms for breast cancer detection and treatment. Over the years, in fact, the last 3 decades, the breast cancer death rate has dropped by 44%. It saved a lot of lives, and we thank the American Cancer Society for all they've done to help make that possible.
Indeed. Dozens of cemeteries across Ohio will soon receive financial assistance to help preserve their history and make them safer for visitors. The Ohio Department of Commerce's Division of Real Estate and Professional Licensing has awarded $104,000 in grants to 45 Ohio cemeteries located in 31 countries. That includes Campbell Cemetery over in Jackson and White Cemetery down in Scioto County.
And 31 counties, too.
Did I say?
Countries.
I said countries. Fewer countries, more counties.
Now, Jackson and Scioto County probably think they're in different countries.
That could be.
Technically a county. Not all of our community's youth are able to enjoy a traditional holiday celebration, but your kindness can make a difference. By adopting a teen for the holidays, you can help Integrated Services make the season brighter. Whether you're an individual, a family, group, or business, your generosity will show local teens that they are seen, valued, and cared for this holiday season. Eric Cox of Integrated Services will be joining us on our special edition of Litter Media Live at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to talk more about how you can get involved making a teen feel special this holiday season.
There are some teams that are very special to the Fall Festival of Leaves. It's the Queen's Pageant. It's tomorrow night at the Paxton Theater in Bainbridge. 13 young ladies vying for the crown. Here's some video from their rehearsal last Sunday at the theater. Now, we're planning on streaming this pageant live here on Facebook tomorrow night on our Facebook page, but also on YouTube. The girls are rehearsing their dance routine, which is possible that Facebook might mute the music. So if you see video but you don't hear audio for portions of the program, that will be the reason why. And, of course, the ever-lovely Reagan Blackstone is the reigning Miss Fall Festival of Leaves. You can see her in the pink on the right there, but here she comes walking in her beautiful nightgown as well. Her goodbye address will be read during the pageant, but it was published by the Chillicothe Gazette yesterday, and so I have a special handkerchief to be ready for all the tears. It'll go gushing. She traveled more than 2,500 miles this past year in promoting the Fall Festival of Leaves. And
That's
of course,
a lot of travel.
she's the stepdaughter of our buddy Bryce Matson, and also her mother, Elaine Matson, as well.
Wonder if Bryce supplied the car for her to travel around in.
He did some of the traveling, not all of it, because being a car salesman, you usually have to work on Saturdays during the festivals.
Our road report takes us to Pickaway County, State Route 762, pavement repairs between US 23 and Asheville Pike, lane restrictions through this fall, two-way traffic being maintained via flaggers.
All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with sports. But first, we want to tell you about the Skag clearance sale going on now in Hometown Motors Incorporated.
And the prices are so low, you probably think that somebody has lost their minds. Choose from a wide selection of Skag mowing equipment, but you better hurry because once the clearance inventory is gone, so are the low prices. Don't let the opportunity get past you. Do yourself a favor and call Hometown Motors Incorporated at 740-773-8826 for more information. Tell them Dan and Mike sent you. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the great outdoors.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each weekend this October, Sugarloaf Mountain Amphitheater transforms into Haunted Mountain. Try to find your way out of the escape room. Traverse the spine-chilling scares along our haunted trail. And each night at 7:15, the Mothman Experience begins on the main stage with It Flies by Night. Or bring a lawn chair and enjoy a free showing of our scary movie series on our giant projection screen in the parking lot. See our movie schedule and secure your spot for the Mothman Experience at hauntedmountain.org through Halloween night.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time for sports, and we begin with our high school roundup, and that includes our Litter Media Radio Game of the Week. Our Aaron Glandon will be collecting videos so that he can put together a highlight of this program. We didn't have a highlight video of the Fairfield Union Circleville game because he was back here working on the big news story that happened with the paper mill. Huntington at Adina, they clash at 6:50. If you remember last year's game, it was an overtime thriller.
Yeah.
Isaac Taylor with a walk-off touchdown.
That was a Thursday night last year. Do you remember that?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they moved it to Thursday night.
Yeah. And now parking is an issue these days at Bostic Field.
Yeah, because of the construction of the Community Wellness Center, you can't pull your vehicle inside the fence like you used to and park around the field. So come early or just prepared to park downtown and take a long walk.
But you're ready with your lawnmower and a wagon to haul us in?
If I had a wagon, I could tug you along there, buddy.
Oh, so we got to climb on top of your back.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so.
That might look really, really strange. Yeah, Huntington obviously wanting to get into the postseason. They're 12th this week. Adina is not in the top 16. And they're looking to play spoiler. Huntington needs probably to win their last two games to get in, but there's more than 24 teams that are either within the top 12 or close to it in this week's number 9 week poll. Adina volleyball record setter Katie Burns is the SVC Player of the Year. Became the program's first player with 1,000 career kills. Her teammate Kimmy Dalton repeats as the Defensive Player of the Year, but she shares that honor this year with Uniota's Alyssa Stanley. Laura Smith is the Coach of the Year. Now, going back to the FAC awards that we mentioned yesterday, Evelyn Hammond of Chillicothe and Kylie Yeasel of Miami Trace were the co-FAC Players of the Year. Those two, along with Katie Burns and Kimmy Dalton, all played on the same club team this past year. There's a good chance that one of the Wheelersburg girls that was on that same team will probably get the SOC Player of the Year, and they were coached by Laura Smith. And they won the OVR championship in Columbus this year.
How about that?
No surprise as now why, with all of that talent on that team.
And a 24-time Coach of the Year, right?
But we all know where that
Yeah.
not
All the talent comes from this guy right here. She's learned everything she needed to know
I just
from
kinda,
this guy.
I kind of rib her every once in a while, and then she has to set me straight. Get back down in the basement to your real job. The Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard from yesterday and into last night, it's the boys state golf tournament for Division III. Waterford as a team finished 7th out of 12 with a 661. Tucker Taylor of Huntington, he was 36th place, 2 rounds of 166. Volleyball last night, Division 5 out of the Central District. Utica beat Amanda Clear Creek. Marion Pleasant over Liberty Union. Remember, all of the teams on the short side, their season's done. Division 6, a heartbreaker for Paint Valley. They won the first 2 sets, but then Fairfield rallied to win the next 3 to end the Bearcats season. Federal Hockey, Nelsonville York, West, and Lynchburg Clay were winners. In Division 7, Western, Clay, Southern, Eastern Meigs, Trimble, South Gallia, and Manchester were all winners. In boys soccer, Chillicothe saw their season come to a close, shut out by Marietta 5-zip. Circleville edged Hillsborough 3-2. In overtime, Miami Trace over Sheridan 2-1. Division 5 boys soccer, Fairfield Union blanked Western 6-0. White Oak was a winner, so was West Union and Belpre. And in girls soccer out of the Central District, Hamilton Township and Amanda both were shutout winners.
And the Major League Baseball, it was the Dodgers picking up another win. And Yoshi Yamamoto, a complete game. You don't see that very often in a championship series game.
Right. He was dealing last night, man. He was dealing. I think the Brewers only had 1 hit through the first 6 innings.
I can't read the language here.
Japanese,
we believe.
I believe that's 5-1.
5-1. I can see the 18, but
because there was another image in English just like this,
yeah,
and it had 5-1 across it. So I thought it'd be neat to see the Japanese.
You just wanted to give us the international version of.
And for all of our overseas viewers today.
And there's 1 or 2 out there.
Yeah.
Seattle and Toronto, they go at it tonight, and the Mariners have a 2-0 lead on that.
Yeah.
And the Blue Jackets, not on the ice last night, but they return tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, taking on the Avalanche.
And hoping to even their mark at 2-2.
Yeah.
All right, coming up in a moment, so look at this date in history. Stick close for that. And this is where the educational portion of the program comes along, and you learn stuff. By the way, we've got our Litter Media Petland Pet of the Week to release tomorrow. If you want to get your nominations in, please do so. Send those to littermedia@gmail.com. Tell us about your pet, and make sure we have a pet photo, too, so that we can share that as we announce that Pet of the Week tomorrow.
Litter Quality Propane, 100 years, nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Time now for this state in history, and we hearken back to the year
1863. The H.L. Hunley. Now, we were kind of joking about this a little bit earlier, even though it did lead to tragedy. The world's first successful combat submarine. Now, when I read that again, I don't know that still takes on a different twist for me at all. The world's first successful combat submarine. And you say, well, what's the big deal about that?
Maybe it was the fact that they had a crew and they were able to at least start on a mission.
Yeah. Well, here's the rest of the story. It sunk during a demo run, and it killed the inventor and 7 crew members.
Wow.
Horace Lawson Hunley developed the 40-foot submarine from a cylinder boiler. It was operated by a crew of 8. Now remember, keep this going in your mind how this works. One person steered while the other 7 turned a crank that drove the ship's propeller. This is like a cartoon or some kind. But during a test run, a crew member became tangled in part of the craft's machinery, and the craft dove with its hatch open.
Okay.
Only 2 men survived the accident. Now, you would think that if you're going to submerge something, closing the hatch would be somebody's job.
I wonder if they couldn't get it closed.
Didn't say. But that was the one job you had. Close the. You see in the World War II sub movies where they're diving quickly to avoid, and they pull the rope that's got the hatch so that doesn't happen. Maybe that's what they learned from the Hunley.
Right. I mean, let's be honest. If you have not fully tested this before your demo run, then that's a little detail you forgot.
Bad stuff. Always good. Like this show, we had to test run it today.
Close the hatch.
We had to test run it earlier today. We found the hatch was open.
At least we didn't have the panic of, there's water everywhere.
Yeah, the hatch was open. We had to do it all over again. Yes. So there you go. Yeah. But that submarine, the Hunley, it's now in a museum in Charleston, South Carolina, because they raised it 100+ years after the fact, and it's now on display for everyone to see.
So they left it down there and decided not to raise it.
It was down there for almost 150 some years, 160 years.
But it's on display now. Can you go inside of it?
No, it's not that. No, I don't think you. At least I didn't go inside. I just looked at it from, well, that's neat.
Well, knowing that the last time someone was in it was not a good idea.
Now, one year we were at the beach when they found it. So then years later, when we went to Charleston, it's since that time it's been cleaned up and put in the museum. So
you didn't go snorkeling just to check it out, huh?
No, I didn't go down to see where it was. Yeah.
All right, tomorrow we've got a special edition of Litter Media Live for you at 10 o'clock, and Eric Cox will be here, and he probably have a guest with him as well. Not sure if she'll be on screen or off screen, because he said that she was their digital operator that puts together all their images and things. So maybe she's just here to take his picture with Mike Smith.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's a possibility. But then the regular show back at it again at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And then we'll also see you in Bainbridge at the Fall Festival of Leaves, as we'll have a live program for you with the Queen's Pageant tomorrow night. I'll be your MC for that. So you'll get tired of looking at me tomorrow. But I'll be dressed much nicer.
Now
than
you
this.
know how his wife feels. Don't you have something you can cover tonight?
I thought for the longest time when she would message me and asking me when I was coming home, it was to spend time with her. But I come to learn that it's so that she can finish watching a program on streaming as opposed to, honey, would you just come home and spend time with me?
Yeah. Or what are you bringing me for supper? Yeah. Something like that.
Now, she has said that, yes. So what are you bringing home tonight in that regard? All right, that's it for the program today. Thank you so much for watching, and we're back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.